Welcome back to SwitchCorner. My name is Alex and today we're going to be taking a look at my favourite Switch eShop deals coming in under $10 or your local currency, and here I'm covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. So with that luck, hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here, join our growing family and let's get started. So while there's not a huge amount of deals in general this week on the eShop, there is still a solid little selection of 11 quality games to break down for you all, and a good selection of them. They are hitting all new low prices. So kicking us off then, we've got Among Us. It's back matching the all-time low price with 30% off. Now I'm not sure you need the description, but it's an online multiplayer social deduction game where one or multiple are sus. You need to figure out now who is killing everyone. They update the game constantly. It's absolutely massive in its popularity. The text chat sucks on the Switch. You're better off in some sort of Discord voice service or something similar, but I wanted to mention it as it is so popular currently, and they're actually running a free trial through till the 27th of the month, so it's a good option to kind of try before you buy. The Hong Kong Massacre then is also back matching the low price with 50% off. This one, it's think top-down one-hit kills action along the lines of Hotline Miami, but it's been mixed with John Woo, so all sorts of acrobatics that will get you out alive. The gunplay is solid though, the pulpy kind of setting more than works for me, and then the action overall is just super fast-paced. Issues-wise, it has a few blind jumps like gaps over buildings, which is just kind of dumb, honestly. Also, the boss moments, they don't work, but I liked it, and like Among Us, I reviewed it here on the channel, and both of those videos, they will be linked down below. Collapse then is another one that I reviewed. I'll link that down below, but I say it there, I will say it here. At first I was not impressed. The opening felt slow and I just couldn't get comfortable with the controls. That said, about an hour in, it kind of all clicked, and by the end game, really actually enjoyed it. Now it's a roguelike action platformer with tons of enemies to take out, and it mixes things up with 4 main characters, each with kind of a slightly tweaked skill set. So yeah, experiment, figure out what's comfortable for you, and maybe jump in with 45% off. That is a new low price. It's even procedurally generated, so there's a decent chunk of replayability as well. A quick shout out then to Strikey Sisters. I love this game and you cannot go wrong with this 70% off. Now we see the price relatively frequently, but I'm more than happy to support. Now at its core, it's basically a brick breaker experience. Where it mixes things up is adding a fantasy theme with boss moments, a world map, multiple difficulties, and even local 2-player support. I love the story as well. It's simple, you know, you're out to save your pet by basically destroying your foes. I mean, who can not get behind that? It's like John Wick Brick Breaker Edition. So a quick self-plug then, as many of you no doubt know, I run a second channel, PlayStation Corner. Yesterday though, we actually saw the launch of the final piece to all of this, that is Xbox Corner. Rather than going solo, I will be running this new channel alongside a friend, Luke, from the channel Star or Shovelware. The Triforce is complete though, and I could not be happier to see it now going. Basically though, what I'm saying is, like, if you have an Xbox or even subscribe to say Game Pass, consider joining us and throwing us a subscription. I will link it in the pinned comment down below and at the end of this video, of course, but you can expect their deals weekly, breakdowns of what's coming to and leaving Game Pass, as well as, of course, then new game reviews. A big thank you though then just in general as well, just because all the support that's been shown to this channel, it means a whole lot, and there will be no change to the content here. This is just a case of more without taking anything away from here. Next up then, Wild Guns Reloaded, a gem this one. It's 50% off, matching the low price. It's a remake of the SNES game, but with new graphics, characters, some additional modes, as well as the option for 4 players. But the idea, arcade shooter where you are kind of behind the camera and you can jump, you can dive all over the place while shooting down your enemies. Not an easy game. It's also short, being retro, but it will take some time to overcome, and its high score chasing formula, it's just as addictive as ever. Call of Juarez Gunslinger then is always on sale for this 50% off, but I wanted to give it a quick shout out if you fancied that Wild West theme, just with a dash of realism, or at least maybe a more modern approach in its visual style. A first-person shooter though, it throws you into this world as you're hunting down classic outlaws, think like Billy the Kid and Jesse James. It includes HD rumble, motion controls as well. Never could quite get comfortable with the motion in this particular game for some reason, but it is still a fantastic time that goes on sale so often it almost detracts a little bit from actually how good the game is. Slowing things down just a little bit then, Kona is one I really enjoyed. It's for sure for those of you out there that like more narrative driven experiences, think like Firewatch. but it does pack just a little more action and a dash of survival, opening it up to maybe a slightly wider audience. You though are Detective Cole Falbert, and you are conducting an investigation in northern Canada in 1970. There's been a blizzard though, and there's all sorts of surreal events occurring. Maybe some minor horror here almost, but I would say it's more thriller than anything. 80% off though takes it to super budget, and it also marks a new low price. Liberated then, I'm prefacing here, I gave it an average 5 out of 10 and I stand by that score. While the story itself, a Sin City style experience, is solid, it suffers from clunky and simple action and frame rate issues towards the end of the game as well. I know it's been patched since, how far those patches go I actually can't say honestly, but I'm happy to at least give it a shout out here with a new low price of 75% off. When it's this budget, I think it's easier to forgive a game's shortcomings, and I know I've seen like a fair few comments about this one that they may be interested in picking it up. I'll link my full review below just so you can get a full opinion of how it all like plays and feels. Tanuki Justice then is just incredible, but it's also hard as hell. I'm going to warn of that up front. It combines platforming with bullet hell gameplay. Its retro heart just absolutely shines through as well, from its visual design to, as I said, that challenge. Think though, run and gun gameplay here in single player or local 2-player. But yeah, just tons of enemies here for you to take down, a timer to really put on the pressure, and then it even has multiple difficulties and at least unlimited continues if you are a little worried about that challenge. It's matching the low price here though with 40% off, and that is an absolute steal. So our penultimate game of the week then, that is Wallachia, Reign of Dracula, and this one, it's a platformer inspired by Castlevania. The story, you are facing the forces of Vlad Dracula. It's another tough one though, but you can expect a ton of enemies, boss moments, mini games and unlockables, and yeah, it's just old school through and through. When I first saw it and played it, I really did not like the visual style. Something in the animations, they felt off, they felt stiff. But once I got into it, it kind of grew on me, and right now this is a new low price of 40% off. Also, the difficulty, if you are concerned, it just takes practice, and like Tanuki, you do get unlimited continue, so it's not too old school in itself. The final game of the week then, that is Celeste. It's back matching the low price of 75% off, and if they keep on putting it on sale, I will keep on mentioning it. It is a modern day classic that should be in everyone's collection, and I will continue to try and do my part. The gameplay though, again, not easy, but I have no doubt everyone can get through this, and that's fitting to the theme of climbing Celeste Mountain while overcoming your inner demons. The controls and platforming though, about as tight as they come, and then there's just a ton of content here, because once you do actually make this journey, you then get B-sides that are even more difficult. Buy it though, fall in love with it, and then sit there like me, patiently hoping for maybe more just like it. And that's another week down, and again a big thank you to all of you for the support recently. It's crazy, but we're quickly approaching 30,000 subscribers. Remember then, Xbox Corner is now live. If that content is right for you, I've linked it in the pinned comment down below. But over on that channel already, we do have a deals video live as well as a Game Pass video, just for you to kind of get a feel for what we're doing. With that though, like a shout out to the patrons of the channel who are just going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we will do here. Join our growing family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.